All right. Hey guys. So today I'm going to talk about my experience so far, quitting my job and full sending a videography slash video production business, right? Full disclosure, when I quit my day job to do this, I did have a contract with a video production company actively working. So not actively working, I should say, is more like part-time. Like whenever they have a gig for me, they throw it my way, right? So I wasn't completely like, okay, I had no finances. I'm completely on the support of whether or not I'm going to be successful in this video production scene, right? Which I know a lot of people would be in if they were to have to full send a video production company. I personally think that my biggest piece of advice so far, being a month in, granted, I actually came out $1,000 on top, but that was also with my contract work, keep in mind, is whatever amount of money you think you spent so far investing for your videography business, just expect to spend another like $5,000 minimum, right? On top of whatever you save for your living expenses for worst case scenario, right? Which is another thing. Be sure you have some kind of funds for a few months, right? I think I have a total funds of like comfortably 4 months of living expenses if push comes to shove, right? And then I have like a lot more if I really need to, but I wouldn't let it get to that. I would probably just stop doing this full time and go to working a day job again. What is it? And yeah, but I think like the biggest thing is offer your clients full production work, guys. Like write a script, do your your storyboarding, do your scouting, do your all those things, like everything that would go into a typical production. Don't sleep on that, because that's what clients are looking, even when it comes to social media, guys. Even when it comes to social media. I mean, like, unless you're one of those people that are out there, it's like, oh, I'm trying to, I'm going to come to these businesses and say you're going to get 1 million views on your video, right? That shit doesn't happen, right? And if you're doing like the snakish way, and I know you know how to do this, and I'm not going to tell you guys because I don't want to throw it out to everybody, right? But there's a very snakish way that some people get these high view counts on people's business reels that they make for them, right? Don't do that. Okay, you're a slimy human being. Nevertheless, right? Just put more value into your productions, guys. Okay, just do the whole shebang. Make what you're doing with these videos is amplifying the professionalism of the business, right? You are creating an essence that the clients or customers of that business or prospective ones, I should say, are going to be participating in a product or service that is of quality and is being upheld to the highest level of professionalism, right? And you're informing, right? And that's another thing. So, I think that would be one of those things. That's actually part of the reason why I went out and bought another FX30, because I needed to hire production value stuff, which typically involves shots like this, where I'm sitting in front of a camera, or I should say the client sitting in front of a camera. And another thing, I imagine, as you guys would guess, you also get a teleprompter or something of that sort. So yeah, you guys know the deal. Just do higher value productions. People are going to be interested in that. I mean, there's so many different types of videos you guys can do out there, and so many types of videos that people value, right? And I think that's one of the most important things to remember, right? It's like there are so many ways to make money off videos, right? Whether it's making YouTube videos, whether it's making social media content for businesses, whether it's not, there's so many ways. And I think one of those things is also, it's like, don't be afraid to change up, right? Like if you want to go one direction, and that's kind of the benefit of having a few months covered for you, right? If you want to go not a completely different direction, but like, because you're still doing video work, right? You're still, whatever direction you go with that video work, it's going to be still within the context. And that's another cool thing about this industry, is that like, if you want to go a different type of video, I mean, if you're not too far inside of the business, then you can still do that, right? It's still like reasonable, right? But if you're already, got clients and everybody expects you for one type of video, then okay, then you're stuck in that position, right? Nevertheless, I recently went through that. I'm not going to lie, you guys will have similar to me these dips where, okay, everything's doing great. And oh, shit, there we go. You know what I'm saying? It's like this level of confidence, the imposter syndrome, everything, but everybody has that, no matter what industry you're working in. It's the truth of the matter. So just keep making content. I find that when you keep putting in work into something, the less you consider whether or not you're that guy, Like, I can assure you are that guy if you're out there and doing it. And if you took the step enough to do it full time, because now, even if you're not that guy, just by the fact that you're going to be allotting all your time to this is going to get you to that point where you're that guy. You see what I'm saying? And that's another thing. Don't be afraid to do free work. Screw it. You know what I mean? It's like, people don't know what your value is, especially if you didn't go to school or anything of that sort that has or you don't have any professional experience. Like, I think even in that case, sometimes you've got to make a name for yourself, right? With these other businesses and et cetera. So, or professionals you're working with. So, just keep that in mind. Don't let other people knock you. You'll get people left and right. Oh, you're not getting. They're not seeing your worth here. You're not seeing your worth there. And it's like, dude, they don't know. They don't know how it is. Okay. I can assure you. As for myself, I am taking another direction. It's a lot more promising. And I think that's one of those things also I totally forgot to make a mention. As you get into it, even if you have to make a switch or like, let's say it doesn't work for you, you're going to figure out how to make it work for you. That's the thing. Like, you're going to figure it out, whether that means like you're going to invest like another $5,000 into like, I don't know, let's say some consultant to help you out to structure and everything and figure out another different type of video service you can provide or something of that nature, then you're going to do that. Or you're going to, for marketers, you're going to hire some marketer to do all your marketing on Facebook, or, there's so many things, right? And that could happen, but that's exactly how I'm going to be. Luckily, I have somebody that owns a video production company who was willing to give me a lot of feedback, and I'm so thankful for this person. And, I couldn't be more thankful, realistically speaking, because, he's actually who helped me get to coming to the realization of the direction of the type of videos I should be making. And that's exactly it. It's like, if you talk to more people that are just as much so passionate about this, and I totally at least have a friend who likes videos like you, okay? At least have a friend, right? It can be somebody who has professional experience, doesn't have professional experience. At least they enjoy it and they thoroughly are passionate about perhaps making some level of money off of it, right? That being said, you're going to come up with ideas, and some of these ideas will flop, some of them won't, right? Personally, I think the one that I have is pretty damn good. Pretty excited to pop it off. Yeah, so that's the thing. And one other thing, if you are going to go make a name, a company or something, personally, I used to be known as like something media, right? Had no associations with my name or anything of that, my personal name or anything of that sort, which I felt when I was going and working with clients during the time of which I was running with that name, that it was almost like I was being dishonest to my clients, because here I was saying like, oh yeah, I'm, something media, right? But that kind of assists the concept that you have like multiple people shooting, you know what I mean, with you. You have like a whole team, a production team, and et cetera. But the truth of the matter that's not the case, right? And granted, if you make it more of a personal thing, if you are a one-man army, right, like myself, right, I would say that, maybe running by yourself and like maybe putting your name or something around that, or something that reinforces the fact it's just you, right, might make clients less willing to pay higher price lines at the start. But people are going to respect you for that, because they're going to know always what they're getting, right? And, as you improve, then they'll know the further value of like, Marco's video production company, right? It's like, oh yeah, Marco is that guy. You see what I'm saying? It's like, no, it's not his team. It's himself, right? Which can, in my eyes, can make bigger value. I know if you have people on your team and stuff, like you can do higher productions and that's more money, but then you're distributing that. You have to make payments, all these people who work with you, and, why not just have it for yourself, right? Nevertheless, appreciate you guys watching. I'm going to see how this footage turned out. Currently using an umbrella light. I kind of want to show you guys, but I'd rather not. And yeah, because soft boxes are pricey, guys. I just bought another FX30, okay? Give me a break. All right.